up, everyone? It's Daniel Tools in Action here with Eric. Today we're going over something that really surprised us. It turned out to be great products, and actually it's one of my favorite kits right now. It's the Ridgid X4 kit. It's the R9551. Is that correct?
What?
R6951. Yeah, R9651. Basically, it's the new 5-piece kit, the X4 lineup. As you guys know, we've done some Ridgid stuff.
Which is an 18-volt lithium-ion.
Well, right. I was getting there.
All right.
Okay, go ahead. Eric's going to take over, I guess. Go ahead, man. No, you know it all. Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
Don't get all mad.
Go ahead.
You going to take your ball and go home?
Shut up. Go ahead.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry to steal your thunder.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
All right. So, yeah.
So it's got...
It's actually a nice kit. Like I said, it's got good power to it. We're going to bring the camera in closer, kind of go over a few other things on here. But, you know, everybody knows I'm not Mr. Saw. I don't like miter saws and stuff, but I really do need a circular saw. And this is my new favorite circular saw right here. It's the new Ridgid X4 R8651. I definitely like this saw a lot. The drill, I think, is phenomenal. It's a 2-speed hammer drill. You know, obviously it's 18 volt, so it's heavy duty. It's got a cool little, we'll go over this in a second, but easy on-off side handle for it. As you know, before I've done some reviews on Ridgid stuff, and I didn't really like the chucks. It seems to be fixed in this. I mean, this chuck is solid, easy to tighten. We took it to a mechanic, he played with it a little bit, and even he said he likes the chuck a lot, so that's a good thing. Also comes with the Sawzall, the
Reciprocating saw.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I call it the R8641 reciprocating saw has an orbital feature on it. I got to use this yesterday. I was chopping up some wood and it worked really good. And it actually demonstrates that it does have electronics in it. It heated up a lot and then shut down. So love it or hate it. Some people love it that it does that. It protects the tool, gives you a long life of the tool. But some people just want to, you know, tear through their tool and they don't care.
Yeah,
so,
tends to be a little more temperamental.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, if you let the tool do the work, you're not going to have any problems. Comes with the Impact, the R86034 Impact, which we'll show you. Good little light impact. And the cool thing, these things grip really well. I mean, Ridgid did their homework on this. They've definitely come out with some cool tools. The charger is awesome. We'll go over that in a second. Is it a 40-minute charger, Eric? I think it's a 40-minute.
Yeah, man. These are things you should know.
You think?
I would think if you do.
Well, I do. I mean, I've been playing with them. It's not like you sit there and time the thing.
Don't you read the directions?
Yeah.
Then what did it say? How long you charge?
Okay, we're going to pull it in now and go over each individual tool. So, Eric, do you want to talk about any of the tools? Or?
Yeah, a couple things I just want to know. I'll let Dan go actually the individual tools. But on all their tools, you know, before when you pull the trigger, the light does come on, like as most tools do. But on all their tools, they have a separate switch right down below. So if you want just the light, you can
which is cool.
And it's got that on.
And I'm usually not. I'm usually not a fan of these base-mounted LEDs, but this is a double LED, and it actually lights up your work quite well.
It does. It's got it on the reciprocating saw and also on the Impact.
Every tool has a light.
Yeah, actually everyone does. You're right.
Every tool has an LED light. We love LED lights.
I'm gonna let Dan go over everything. A couple things I did want to know is what's cool on the charger is you can mount it. It's got the mounting bracket, so if you want to mount it on the wall, out of the way off your workbench, which is cool. One thing I will talk about is the saw. It's got the bevel feature. Nice tight.
Here, let's turn around because it's light.
What were we talking about?
What? It's got the bevel feature.
Bevel feature. Depth. You can adjust the depth on there. What's the max cutting depth on this? You know.
Don't you read the directions?
No, because you had this. You wouldn't let me play with it. You told me no.
No, but we'll put it in the written review and in the bottom of the video. This is basically just an overview.
Yeah. So, one thing we'll show you, it's got a deflection on it. If you know when you are using a circular saw, ends up throwing a lot of wood in the front so you can't see your line. This supposedly will deflect it and kind of clear out your path.
It does. I've used it. It does a good job.
Okay. Well,
yeah, and it even has an LED light down in there. We'll show that out to you when we do it in action.
So.
And it's light. too.
I think it's light.
I mean, I think it's a great little saw. Honestly, that's I'm not a saw person or anything like that, but that is a good little circular saw.
You want me to hold the camera while you go into everything?
Sure.
All right, don't sound so enthusiastic about it.
Okay, first we'll go over the hammer drill. Okay, it's our new 18-volt X4 lithium-ion hammer drill. It's pretty compact. Let me put it up against. Well, I don't know if I want to put it up against. But here's just like your normal. The wall. So obviously we got a little less. If you put them back together here, it's a little shorter on the front here, which is good. They weigh relatively the same. This has the nano pack on it, so it's a little light. We'll compare it to a 12 volt. So obviously compared to a 12 volt, it's a little bit bigger, but it's 18 volts, so it has a lot of power. So that was really worthless.
I was gonna say that's pointless, but.
Okay, another thing they did about this tool is it's got a 4-pole motor, okay? And that'll give you more compact design and a lot more power. And using this thing, I mean, Eric, even you said this.
Yeah, no, I like
this
it, man.
This thing has a lot of power and it's smooth. It throws it down smooth. I mean,
how much torque?
The torque on it, I don't know yet. I'm not to that part yet. Would you just let me do my thing?
Sure.
Okay, another cool thing I like about this is the selector switch. You can do it from either side. So, obviously, drill mode, screw mode, clutch mode, and hammer drill mode.
Which is cool because you can leave the clutch at the position you had it on. You don't have to adjust the clutch.
Right. I'm going to throw all the torque settings and stuff on the bottom of
the
video.
speeds too?
Yeah, let's just walk through this. Okay, next we're going to go to the Recip saw. Orbital action. It's actually really light, and I like this grip. One thing they've done with their new design is they put these little dots in here. I don't know what they're called, but they're great to grip the tool. This is a real good gripping sawzall. I like it a lot. And it comes with a blade, and it actually cut through really nice. Right here, you can adjust your shoe.
I like that because some of them don't offer that.
Yeah, some don't. No, a lot do though, but some don't.
Someone's just an adjustment.
Quick release, which is great. Comes with a bimetal cutting blade. Yeah, the shoe pivots and the tool-free blade change. So that's cool. A lot.
The tool what?
Tool-free blade change. Let's put a battery on it. Batteries slide on and off real easy. Dual latching. I like that a lot. You know if you're using the tool. I've even dropped it a couple times and the battery didn't come off, which is great. Like the drills, it also has the flashlight feature. Can you see that in there? It's a little bit dirty because we've been using it.
Yeah.
But it has the flashlight feature. So I like to work in the dark a lot. So if you're in the dark and you need to look down, you can see your work, which is great. So that's the saw. Eric went over the circular saw. Let's go over the Impact. The Impact is 1,400 inch-pounds of torque, which is really strong, really good. It's got a one-handed quick load bit change. Do we have a bit? Let me get a bit. So basically what that means, put the bit in, pops right out. That's pretty cool. I love that. Because when you're on a job site and you got to switch bits, there's nothing like fumbling with your tool using two hands. Boom, comes out. And it's ready to be inserted for the next one. So that's cool. Great feature right there. Real good Impact. Comes with the included belt hook. Hook it to your belt strap. And like the drill and the other tools, has the separate LED light.
And you can put the belt clip on either side.
Correct. And you can also do it on the X4. Or no, you can't. It doesn't have a belt clip. And it's a lot lighter than the drill.
Usually they are.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm just telling people. Battery power gauge on all the packs, which is cool. So next we'll go over the light.
How many amps are those packs?
These are, why do you gotta ask me all these questions?
These are important things.
I understand that, but we're just giving an overview of the product, and then we'll go through all that. I'll put it in the bottom when I do the review.
What if people want to hear you say they don't want to read? I don't like reading.
Well,
alright.
Eric won't be with Tools in Action too much longer, so we only have to put up with him for a couple weeks. Okay, where's my 2x4? The flashlight. Flashlight's kind of cool. It's a dual mode high intensity flashlight. Basically, what I like about it is this slides out. So if you guys are working on a job site, it slides and hangs right on a 2x4. That's a really cool feature. I like that a lot. Uses the same battery packs as the other in the lineup. I don't know how many lumens it has, but we'll put that in the bottom too. Basically, your switch is up here to turn it on, and you can change. So if you look at that bag, it comes with the bag too. Did you see the bag? So you can focus beam or do a spot beam. But now the real cool feature is you can spin it around, and it gives you like a diffused light, so like a night light, something like that. Which is, you know, pretty cool when you don't want the light blurring in your face.
It's great for anyone to take a nap in the truck and, you know.
Yeah, that's what Eric does when he's on the job site. He's the guy that's in the truck sleeping, trying to hide from everybody. Okay, charger. Let's go over the charger. I believe it's a 40-minute charger. This is kind of one of the coolest chargers I've seen. It's a thin, compact design. On the back here, you can hang it on the wall. It stands upright. I mean, you could probably put it down this way, too. But I kind of like it upright. It doesn't take up a lot of space. And the cool thing is it's got a lot of indicators here. So basically, there's your power. This will tell you if it's charging or if it's full. This will tell you evaluate. Means something's going on. Check it out. See what's happening. Temp delay means if you put a hot pack on there, this is going to come on and say, hey, that pack's pretty hot. It's not a good time to charge it yet. So once it cools, it'll go on and charge it. And then we have a defective light. So that will go over and... you know, if you have a defective battery. But the cool thing about
What's the charging temperatures?
Eric?
32 to 120.
Okay, well, yeah, it says right on there. Man. Okay, but what I like about it is, like, you can just hang it on a wall. In fact, I think that's what I'm going to do, is hang it up there. So, all in all, I really like this stuff. You know, like I said, this Ridgid kit is the perfect kit for every tool you need. You got your saw, you got your impact, you got your drill, you got your light, your charger, and your Sawzall. Another thing I forgot to mention about the drill, obviously 2-speed, but the handle goes on, real easy design. Just twist it, and it locks into place.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I never really use these handles. I mean, I suppose you would when you're...
Because you don't do any work.
I suppose you would when you're hammer drilling or whatever, but, you know, I just use it like this. No, it's because you like to use those handles because you're weak. So that's it. That's the 18-volt X4 R9551 from Ridgid. And another cool thing is it includes their lifetime service agreement. So, you know, if you want to get a set that's, you know, in a good price range, stuff like that, this is something definitely to look into. I know I was pleasantly surprised with it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to kind of show you some of this stuff in action. Go ahead.
Alright, this is the Ridgid circular saw. We're just going to show it to you in action. Wanted to point out a couple things. The model number on this is R9551. Again, it is a 6.5-inch circular saw. A couple things to note. On the beveled cut, nice big numbers on there. You can see 0 to 50 degrees. And then it's got on the depth, nice large numbers on the back there too.
Move your hand. What's the depth on this?
Now the max cutting depth is 2 1/8 of an inch, and then at a 45 degree it's 1 5/8. It is a 5,000 RPM, but what we're going to do is go ahead and show it to you in action. You can see the light down there, and then this is the deflection, like deflector. It's supposed to take the debris off your line.
What do you think when you used it? Did it?
Oh, I've liked it, yeah. Yeah, it works really good. You'll see it right now.
Do you know who made this at the factory, what the guy's name was?
Ken.
Okay, Ken made it. I'm going to start asking you like tons of questions that you ask me now.
Oh, that's fine. I've already talked to Ken about it. As you can see, you could really see the line. It was a dark line. We originally had a pencil line in there, but it was hard to see with the camera, so we did go with a darker line.
No, you cut right on that line too.
You could, so.
Kind of what?
I like the deflection on it. It is nice. Again, it's got a good balance on the saw. Basically, have the motor right here with the battery, so all the weight's right here. It's not, you know, too heavy. It's very easy to control, very easy to work with. I do like the levers. I like how they got a nice big thumb, you know.
And you can slide in, because it's got that lock thing.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. So, you have your spindle lock right here, which is nice and big, so it's not like you're trying to push down
Yeah, and
small spindle
the actual
lock.
tool is right here to change it, which is cool. Nice little area
Right
for
there.
it. So nice.
Hides it, stays out of the way, and it's in there. It's not.
I like this big handle too. It's easy to grip.
Yeah. So that's the Ridgid R9651. I'm gonna let Dan go into the hammer drill.
Okay. Okay, ready? So as you can see, it kind of went through, didn't bog.
You were pushing down pretty hard, weren't you?
I was pushing down pretty hard, as hard as I possibly could.
Well, that's not really hard.
Okay, we're not gonna do it on slow, because it's just gonna take too long. So we'll just drill another one.
Lazy.
So as you can see, I mean, and this is a crappy bit, but it flies right through. What I'm gonna do next is I'm just gonna get a hole saw and show you guys with a hole saw real fast. So let me get a hole saw bit on. Okay, we got a, what is that? 2-inch hole saw? 2-inch hole saw. We'll go through with the 2-inch hole saw. Actually, it's not going to go all the way through because it's not wide enough. So, but anyways, you guys get the idea. It cranks through them. So, definitely a cool tool. I like it a lot. I think I'm going to be using this on the job site a lot. Just test it out. It is made by Ridgid. It does have the lifetime service plan, so that's cool. And like I said before, the chuck, real cool. Just, it's tight. That's it. Hasn't come loose on me once yet. Hasn't failed me. So, real good. So that's the Ridgid. Next, we're going to go over the Impact.
Alright.
Okay, what we got now is the R95034 Impact. I'm just going to kind of just go through a little 2x4 here, show you a little bit how it operates. I know, sorry. Get tired, need some food. Ready? So, as you can see, flies right through, not a problem. Wow, that's pretty fast.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
This set you said's mine, right?
Oh, would you stop talking when I'm trying to work?
Well, it's not golf.
What? It's not what?
It's not golf.
Alright, shut up. As you see...
You said I get the set, right?
No,
Sweet.
I'm keeping the set.
Whatever.
They get hot. So, real easy to change between sides. Definitely a good Impact. Still got the full charge going. We've been using this battery on some other stuff, so it's working pretty good. Lightweight. You got the flashlight feature at the bottom. Wow, did you see that? It brightened.
Yeah, it will automatically dim for a little bit.
Oh, really?
That's what I thought. I thought there was two settings, but once it's on for a while, it will dim.
Oh,
and then
okay.
you push the button
so
and it'll
that's
get bright
good
again.
to save battery life. So that's the Ridgid Impact. Real cool. This is the R95641. It's the Reciprocating X4 Ridgid saw. We got the included blade with the kit. Love the light on the front. Totally awesome. First cut we're gonna make through a 2x4 is in reciprocating mode, or orbital mode. I'm sorry. So we'll just see how easy it cuts through. Ready? Nice.
That was orbital or not?
That was orbital.
Wow.
So now we'll go through. Wow.
Big difference.
Big difference.
You did go through a knot on that one.
Yeah, I did go through.
Try it over more to the.
Well, I'm gonna go to orbital. There's a lot of knots in this board. I'm gonna do an orbital right through this knot back here. Okay, so as you can see, I pushed too hard on the tool, and the electronics kicked in and said, "Whoa, you're gonna damage this tool, so you gotta cut it out." Like I said,
It said all that.
that's what it said to me. Like I said, love it or hate it. You know, some people love that feature because you're not damaging the tool. It's gonna extend the life of the tool. Some contractors are like, you know, I don't care. I just want to tear through my tools. I like buying tools every 6 months. So
Yeah, a lot of guys say that.
it's up to you. Wow, these knots. Yeah, I don't know. Man, that's like, get a camera on there. That's a crazy knot right there. So, alright, so we had some knot issues. So, we're back in normal mode, and there's no knots, right? And we'll just cut through.
Goes through good too.
Yeah, it's actually really smooth. When you hit a knot, you know, you run into problems. That could be a blade issue. The saw itself's pretty good, but classic example of let the tool do the work. You force this tool, it's going to stop you. So normal mode, we'll go back to orbital right here. So obviously orbital makes a little rougher cut, but it goes to a tad faster.